Hey everybody, it's me, Jane B, and I wanted to talk a little bit about my hair because I know some people have been asking me about my hair. What is it? What do? You know, all that good stuff. So I decided that I wanted to share my hair story with you guys. So I have pictures. You know what? Maybe I'll add some pictures too. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add some pictures to the to this video. But it started out many years ago. I had a perm and I decided that the perm was taking out my hair because my natural texture of hair is really soft and harsh chemicals are just too much. My hair don't stand a chance to it. So what happened was my hair started falling out. So I had a perm for about 12 years and then I just decided one day just to do the big chop. I tried to do, well, first of all, let me just tell y'all, and this is what really made me go natural. So I'm at work, right? I'm sitting at my desk, whatever, and I just got a perm a couple weeks before, and I had my hair pulled back in one, and so I'm thinking I'm cute, you know, whatever. So I walk over to this guy I work with, right, who shall remain nameless, but I love him to death. And in all sincerity, he said to me, "Jane, do you shave your edges?" Do I shave my edges? I was mortified. That meant that my edges were so thin that it looks like I could possibly be shaving my edges. So literally, people, literally, I went from my desk, I went from his desk, I'm sorry, which was maybe 10 feet from my desk, walked over to my desk, made a call, got braids that night, and never got a perm since. And that was January of '99. And so after that, I did that, whatever, and then 6 months later, like, I tried all braids and weaves, and I was going to grow it out slow and all this other stuff, but then I was like, forget about it. So I ran into a girl one day on the train, and she told me about this place in Brooklyn called, well, at the time, they were in Tribeca in New York, and it was called Caramel Kings. So one day at lunch, like, I came to work one day with like a raggedy ponytail, and then I went down to Tribeca and I went to lunch with hair, and I came back to from lunch bald. I just went cold turkey, bald. But can I tell you, I was cute? I was really cute, I have to tell you. But anyway, so from there, then I was like, oh my God, what's my response gonna be? How are people gonna like it? And I'm gonna tell you, within the first couple of days, I had fans. Okay, I had a fan club of the short hair. Loving it. So then after that, I decided to let it grow, and as it began to grow, you know, that's when the texture started coming out. So I would use Wet by Paul Sebastian, who has now discontinued it. I don't know why, because that product was the bomb, because if you already have a little kind of curl to your hair, it just enhances the curl even more. So I put that in my hair, so I was rocking that for a little bit, and then I decided to let my hair grow. Now people, if you natural with the original hair, you know, I got a little wave in it, but regardless, natural hair is no joke to maintain. So I found myself, you know, switching it up, trying different styles, but it was a lot of work. So I decided eventually, I'm probably skipping around a little bit, but I decided that I am going to try locks. And so about maybe 6 years ago, no, I could tell you, it was 2004. I decided to get locks in my hair, and I wore my locks, and then, you know, everything was all good. I went to this guy in Brooklyn, he was the bomb, but then I decided that the locks weren't that good for me. Well, no, that's not true. So I had the locks for a while, whatever, but then I noticed that they would start to thin and get really thin, and then I had to combine two locks and, you know, all this other stuff, and then just turns out that it wasn't the best thing for me, but I still kept the locks, and then I started to get them interlocked. And I'm sure you can find plenty of people on, you know, YouTube that shows you what interlocking is. But I interlocked my hair for a while, and in the process of interlocking it, I noticed that my edges that still were thin now, they actually started to grow in because the pressure of the twisting from the traditional locking method was over. So the edges did start to come in, things like that. But then truthfully, I just got really worn out with just the locks altogether, because I just think my head was too small. I had way too few locks on my head, and it was just looking spacey, and it just wasn't cute. So long story short, I combed out my locks. Yes, you can comb out your locks. I combed out my locks. It took 2 days. I was determined. It took me 2 days to comb out the locks. And after I combed them out, you know, of course you lose a lot of your hair, but it was good because I still had hair. And then after I did that, I bought natural again for about 2 months. No, but that's not true. For about 4 months. And then I decided to do something called micro locks, which looks a lot like sister locks, but it's not sister locks. They're micro locks. They're really, really small locks. There's probably about 400 or so in my hair. And they'll lock in the traditional way, but they're interlocked. And I have to tell y'all, this is the easiest style I have ever had, natural hairstyle. It's easy because there's no fuzz, really, a lot of fuzz to deal with. You can sleep on your hair, wake up, and, you know, like fluff it out or shake it out or maybe blow it dry a little bit just to kind of get some body into it. And it's one of the easiest styles I have ever had. And I have to tell you, though, it's a pricey hairstyle. I mean, it's not cheap to have these micro locks because it is a lot of work for the person doing your hair, because it can take about 4 hours or so to get your hair done. 4 or 5 hours, like minimum. So it is a lot of work. So you are going to definitely pay to get your hair done, but it's an easy style. Once it grows full. You could do things with it. You could curl it. You could pull it up. I hear people say you could even like flat iron it. You know, we'll see. But it's some good things going on. But I'll like come back to you a little bit more and talk about my hair journey and everything like that. But I just recently found a new person to do my hair, and she did a fabulous job. I really like it, and I'm gonna tell you guys, if you would have seen my edges before, like I have edges now. Like I didn't have this. These were non-existent in 2004. So I'm really excited just about the new technique, the new method. And if you have any questions, just definitely shoot me some questions. I'll answer them as best as possible. And that's pretty much it. So that's my hair story. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you got anything out of it, definitely let me know. But I'm going to come back and I'll be talking to you guys some more, okay? Alright, thank you always for watching. Peace.
Eu vou lutar por você a vida inteira, mesmo que venha fazer muita bobeira. Se você passa, eu me desmancho em dor. Se você fica, eu quero dar o meu